such sights to show you.
Hi, this is Doc Bradley, Pinhead from the Hellraiser movies, and you're watching Death Curse Society. You better keep watching, or I will tear your soul apart.
Rock and roll!
6 o'clock already, it was just in the middle of a dream. I was kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late, cause then I guess I just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, cause that's my fun day. Why I don't have to run day. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, cause that's my fun day. It's just another manic Monday.
Ooh. Crank, I can't hear you.
Woo! What's going
There
on,
we go.
ladies and gentlemen? It's another Monday Maniacs from Death Curse Society. I'm Red Crank. I got Zigzag and the Phase. What's going on, Ziggy? What the hell are you doing?
Hey,
Hey, hi. Just placing some new artwork. We've got some new things to celebrate here in Michigan. The Kings of the North, the Detroit Lions.
fuck, that's huge.
All hail. All hail. All hail. No, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to bring that up there just in case. I'm sorry,
pretty
all
cool.
the Minnesota fans out there. But when it all goes on the line, you know how it is. The team that rises to the occasion, you know, all that stuff. Okay, we'll leave it at there. Kings of the North, back-to-back NFC champions of the North.
Mhm.
We love it.
All right. And here's the lines in the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, please.
Son of a bitch. Now he's not allowed to come to the celebration.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm rooting for your Lions, but I'm rooting for my Chiefs too. So, you know. So there. Man. I was rooting for the Bengals, but Denver kind of screwed that up.
Well, you know, I mean, Kansas City literally, I think they were grabbing fans out of the stands to play. You know, I mean,
Yeah. You want to play? Here.
I did. I haven't really been. I've kind of been trying to leave Colonel alone, but I did send him a message on Sunday when I noticed that Mahomes and all the starters were benched. I was just like, "Oh, okay, yeah." The one time you're going to root for my Chiefs, and they're not playing anybody. They're playing the third string, the JV team.
Yeah.
I
high
think the
school
Bengals
team.
will have a very bad taste in their mouth after this year. So look out for them next year.
Yeah, I hope Burrow comes back just pissed off with fresh frosted tips and runs all over the NFL. That's what I'm hoping for. Except for the Lions and the Chiefs, of course.
Right. I mean, that was literally this year. Their season was pretty much. I mean, they just wasn't there, man.
Sure was.
Kinda
Gang.
like fantasy.
Well, we're not getting into that. That's a whole different scenario.
Nope.
Gang, we're going to be topping off the end of 2024 and getting ready for 2025 now. And we're going to be ranking our personal top 20 films along with we've got a aggregate list put together as well. So
We crunched the numbers already.
we crunched the numbers already, so we're not sitting here looking at the screen going, well, you put it at 1, I put it at 4, and trying to do math on the spot. So, we got that already put together for you. So stay tuned for that. And also, send us your list. Get them in the comments now so we can check them out as we're moving along. It doesn't have to be 20.
Right.
5,
Right.
3. Even just your favorite one.
We're the psychopaths that saw everything, and Cranks needs clinical help for as many as he saw.
I need vitamin D because I clearly was not in the sunlight very much this year. I ended up seeing 72 movies from 2024. Ziggy, how many did you get? 31?
32.
32?
Yeah.
Phase,
like 25, something like that. One of the things I want to do in 2025 is actually use Letterboxd because I was neglecting the fuck out of it all last year, and it could have been useful right about now.
Yeah. Dude, Letterboxd is, I don't remember who introduced that to us. Maybe Grimmer is my guess.
I think.
But whoever brought that up a year or so ago, thank you very much, because holy shit, I'm on Letterboxd twice a day. Minimum.
Well, I like it too because I don't forget anything of the whole year. You know, it's like there were a couple times over the years where I'm all like, oh yeah, that was way back in January or February, and I forgot about that one. But
right. Yeah, I was going through at the end of the year a couple years ago, you know, stacking up all the movie tickets that I had, and then, you know, going back through the calendar of releases. Is there a game on tonight?
No.
Then what the hell is over there?
Just my kids over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's curious.
I thought maybe you were watching.
I'm wondering what game he's playing. It's a virtual reality thing. So it's like,
getting some craziness, huh?
That's some, you know. Hey man, this is great cardio. I'm all for it. So I just don't know what the fuck what's going on.
Get him on his feet. Get him on his feet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to get into this our list here. But let's see what we got going on. You guys are already cramming the comments, and I love it. Lorena's here, Bethany's here, Tarek's here, Grimmer's here. Grimmer, I need your list.
Yeah,
I want your list.
His is going to be like 97% overseas. Some shit we never even came across the desk.
I bet I have a hard time pronouncing at least 3 titles on his list. At least 3. Brian's here. What's up, Brian? Paul is here. Grizzly's in the house. Grandma Sue. Grandma Faze, of course. Joshua's here. Yeah, thanks for the short woo this time, Grizzly. I did see that. Yeah. All right. There's BK. No. Wrong show, BK. Top 20 Lions.
20 Lions plays in 20. Oh, okay. We could do that. There's a lot.
Okay. What's number 20?
Number 20 would probably be 5
Yeah. I had to set you up for that one.
Yes.
All right. I think that's it. It looks like it. Yep. All right.
Welcome.
That's right. Before we get to our list, we got to take care of the business at hand, which is all the way at the top of the huge scroll.
Oh yeah, I couldn't even get today's ID in there. I had to erase a couple of things, you know.
I believe it.
Yeah.
But of course, first we got to thank our members, our final girls and guys: Christy, C-Faith, Lorena, BD, Alex, and Robert. Our Crazy Ralphs, Bell's Fancy Creations, Dr. Smiley, Raymond, and the whole damn enchilada pod. I think Rick said he was going to be a little late tonight, but yes. I want your list too, Rick. I'll tell you when I see you. And then, of course, well, looky there. The camp counselor's name's got a wee bit smaller. Just a touch smaller. Special thanks to our camp counselors: Adam, Corey, Christy, Luke, new one, Lou, Loomis, Jimmy and Rachel, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Chuck Schick, Dave, a new one, Carl Spackler, and Patricia, Kristen, and JJ. Thank you, guys.
It almost sounds like a Caddyshack fucking setback right there.
Carl, what are you talking about? Just roll the.
I'm all for a tribute, man.
Roll the clip. Saying. you want to become a member and help support the DCS and use a fake name, I don't care. Your money still spends as bad as your name might be. Support the DCS at deathcursesociety.com. Head on over to the membership tab and check it out. And of course, always a big thanks to our associate producer, FaZe. What's up, man?
What's up? I'm ready to get these lists on.
Good.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough one, man. We were there when the last match was played in Friday the 13th, the game last, I guess Wednesday morning at 12:04 when it finally hit us where we were.
Yep.
Off it went. Now
it hurt.
We're seeing lots of people out there on these DNS servers and putting up their own matches. Kids, be cautious. That's like a two-way street. So, yes, you can go in there, but they can come on your side too, if you know what I'm saying. So you just got to make sure you're trusting who you're playing with. We're observers at this point. If it works out, we get a nice safe group somewhere where it's all trusted, I'll consider it. But for now, damn, it hurts.
Yeah, I'm not sure how any of that really works out. I do know I don't want to jump on somebody's private DNS server to try to play this game. I love this game, but unless it's somebody I know, then
and maybe that's the path. You make sure we got like 8 people that we all know, and we make our own little thing.
And I might be able to technologically. I've got a couple of old computers laying around. I might be able to work something out with that, but I don't know exactly how to do that.
Let's not talk about that live on the air, maybe.
Right. I just wanted to acknowledge the end of the game, and it did suck. And boy, for a couple of days, man, it really settled in. It was like, damn, this is some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sucks.
We got I don't recognize this name, but Bill, thanks for tuning in and watching.
Hello.
He says, I admired how Longlegs went from FBI versus yet another smart serial killer to a supernatural situation that was too much for them to handle. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. Good way to describe that movie. Bill, is that your number one? Is Longlegs your number one of the year? That's what I want to know. So,
and it doesn't matter. Like I said, just based on what you've seen, what did you like the best?
Right. Oh, Tarek, you had me going for a second. My favorite of the few I've seen is Night Swim. I'm kidding. It's the Exorcism, I think, with Russell Crowe. That was very fun.
Yeah.
And he's not talking about Believer, I'm pretty sure.
Right. No.
Because that didn't have Crowe in it.
No, it's I think it's called Exorcism, though.
Yeah. Night
makes
Swim,
sense.
Man.
No.
Dun, dun, dun. Yep. All right. Let's get into it.
What did I say? Oh yeah, inverted cookie monster. That was the creature in Night Swim.
In Night Swim? Yeah.
Jeez. I forgot about that.
All right. So we got to do. I'm going first, by the way. Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it. You never go first.
Got to switch over to that. Now, to make this work with the limitations that we have on what we use for streaming, you're getting 20 through 11 all at once on the screen. So bear with me.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to explain it if you'd let me.
That was all that guy.
Quit being a dick with the drops.
FaZe, what are you doing, man? Leave those
Stop
alone.
it. Don't. I know it was you. Yeah, exactly. FaZe.
I have my pipe in my hand. What do you mean?
Yeah. Anyway, you're getting 20 through 11 from me first, and then we'll get into the individuality of it starting at 10. So, boom, here we go. My number 20 is It's Me, Billy, Chapter 2. Yes. Dave McCrae and Bruce Dale's fan film sequel and finale for their Black Christmas story that they were telling. It's a short one, but I enjoyed this, and it's so well done, so well shot, so well acted, and I thought it was a good. It deserved to be on the list. So boom, number 20. It's Me, Billy, Chapter 2. If you haven't seen it, check them out on YouTube. Start with Black Christmas, 1974. Go to It's Me, Billy, Chapter 1, then Chapter 2. Icing on the cake. Number 19 for me. A lot of people's pretty high on this one. Smile 2. Good enough for the top 20? That's all I'm going to say. Number 18, The First Omen. Number 17, Speak No Evil. Number 16, Lisa Frankenstein. I'll be honest. When I saw Lisa Frankenstein, I thought that was going to be in my top 5. But, and I think we can have this conversation here in between mine and your list, Ziggy, but this was a strong year for horror. I thought. You know, one of the stronger ones that we've had in a while, which was why I felt comfortable saying, let's go for 20, you know, especially this year. Because based on the amount of stuff that came out and the amount of good stuff that came out, we could do 20, I think, pretty easily. Number 15, Alien Romulus. Sorry, FaZe.
It's okay.
It's still in there. It's still in there. But had its flaws. Yeah. It was good, but it had its flaws. Number 14, Apartment 7A, the prequel to Rosemary's Baby, which I was unsure about at first, but I thought it was pretty well done. So it made it. Number 13, Never Let Go. Number 12, Abigail. And probably the biggest disappointment, but still a good film, just wasn't as strong as the other two entries in the series. Maxine coming in at number 11. So that's where we're starting, folks, right there. So how many hate messages have I gotten?
Quite a few agreeing, honestly. I mean,
okay.
Someone said Maxine is not terrible.
Oh, wait. Grizzly, I think he means The Pope's Exorcist. No, that was 23.
That's true.
He's talking about The Exorcism, which is kind of Russell Crowe playing, you know, the guy who's the priest in The Exorcist. It's kind of it's a weird flick. I think it's on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Yeah. And James says, I give Lisa Frankenstein points for having a W123 Mercedes in it. That's what I drive. Damn, dog.
Okay.
Must be nice.
Flex.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hey, I don't blame you.
It's a decent flex. Not bad.
Oh, and Grizzly says, I like Maxine better than Pearl. I love Pearl.
Interesting.
I think Pearl is one of those damn near perfection kind of movies.
I loved it too.
That's just me. All right. Let's move on to number 10. Oh, and by the way, follow us on social media. You're going to see a couple little bonus ads down here at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
And I think some of the viewers are going to really appreciate the ad on this next one. Boom, number 10 for me, Caddo Lake. And get your tickets now for Morgan Crypt coming up in Albuquerque, September. Tickets on sale now at morgancryptabq.com. I'm not going to list off all the ads every time. It's just something I felt weird about doing. So, Caddo Lake, I came too late. It came out in October on Max. I happened onto it mid-December, and I really dug it. And this is another thing we can talk about in between lists. There were some original damn films that came out this year. Originality stood out to me heavily in only a handful of flicks, but the ones that were original were very original, and I appreciated that. Number 9, Late Night with the Devil, another fun flick. Luckily, that I got to see in the theater instead of waiting for it to come out on Shudder like a lot of people did. But I happened into a screening nearby, and I took the trip to hit it up. David Dastmalchian is just incredible in just about everything he does, whether it's like that little itty-bitty role in The Boogeyman from last year or the lead in this. Can't wait to see what he's doing next. Number 8, Heretic. Another kind of late edition. This came out in late November, I guess.
Yeah. It was fall.
Yeah, but struck a chord with a lot of viewers, not just me. We talked about it just not too long ago, though, when we did the full review. So I'll leave it at that. Number 7. This one, I don't think a lot of people have seen, but it's on Netflix as well. It's called It's What's Inside. And this one's it's kind of a body swapping scenario, but they do it in a different kind of way. And I dug the hell out of this. I thought the script was very clever. I thought the characters played their roles well. I wouldn't say they were all likable characters. In fact, none of them are really likable characters. But they play the role well. And it's a nice little switch on the body swapping subgenre. So check it out. Number 6 for me, one of those little indie darlings, Cuckoo. Just a wild trip. Just a wild trip. This should be coming to streaming pretty soon if it's not already out.
It's on Fandango.
Yeah. But I mean, like on like a free
Right.
service like Hulu or something. It should be coming to one of those soon. I'll try to let you know when it does so you can check it out. I recommend watching this one stoned. That's all I'll say. I think Ziggy would like this one. Number 5, we've already kind of talked about it a little bit with Bill, Longlegs. I need to rewatch this again. But I remember being very impressed with it the first time I saw it. I think I saw it a couple of times in the theater. So I never could bump it any further down than 5 on my list. I tried, but I just couldn't because I really respected this movie a lot. And now we get into the nitty gritty. Number 4, Oddity. Yes. I really enjoyed this guy's work. And even though I was talking about originality in some of these films, this one's not necessarily original. It's just a very good take on that classic kind of haunted story. And I really enjoyed it.
Messed up.
And it's a little messed up. Number 3, one of the latest movies I've seen, and we just talked about it in full a couple of weeks ago, Nosferatu. Made it to number 3. So, my top 2, actually, I just watched this the other night, and Demi Moore actually won an award for it. It's The Substance, number 2. And Demi Moore deserved every bit of that award. I'll say that. At the Golden Globes last night. Congratulations to her. And my number 1 has been my number 1 since I saw it. It was close to getting bumped by The Substance and possibly even Nosferatu, but it didn't. And it's Strange Darling. And yeah, that is my top 20. I love Strange Darling. So there you go.
Strange fucking darling. I mean, I don't know, dude.
Where's the clap?
Where's the clap?
You need to get a shot for that to get it cleared up. I couldn't see it.
I need those drops sometimes to like clear my throat because I'm getting all.
I know.
Red 20 fucking movies, asshole.
Give me the drop.
I couldn't find it.
No, I love Strange Darling. I love the nonlinear storyline. The twist is easy to see, I'll admit, but I just there's a lot about this movie I love, and the casting is great. The acting is great. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, you owe yourself to see Strange Darling. So, all right, complain about my list, Ziggy.
No, I think I don't think Longlegs is justified that high personally, but that's okay. I'm sure I know a lot of people like that movie. Being an 80s metalhead, and I wish somebody would have saw a picture of fucking modern Vinnie Vincent before making this movie. They would have made him look different, because it kind of fucked it up for me, frankly.
Yeah. Tarek says, Crank's like, you should watch this stoned, then I think Ziggy would like it. Same sentence. Same sentence is the same.
Yep.
What?
Huh? Oh, man. Grimmer. I think I'm in the minority because I wasn't a fan of Oddity. Oh,
Jesus Christ, bro. The mood on that shit, the tension they built was so
Ooh.
good. I mean, yeah, it was kind of a weird concept, but I mean, this guy knows how to shoot a fucking movie, man.
Yeah. All right. We got a couple of lists up here, looks like.
Did they do 20?
Some of them did, yeah.
Wow, you guys are SMFs.
Yeah, man. Going hard.
Sick motherfuckers.
Oh. Huh?
I
right.
didn't know that either.
Here's Joshua's list. Oh, you bastard. Number 20, Sting. Number 19, Trap. Number 18, The Strangers, Chapter 1. 17, It's Me, Billy, Chapter 2.
I love that that's getting attention.
Yeah, absolutely. Number 16, Mr. Crockett. That was on, I scrolled past that on Hulu to get to Night Bitch, which I just finished watching. Number 15, Imaginary. 14, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. 13, A Quiet Place Day 1. 12, In a Violent Nature. 11, Alien Romulus. 10, The First Omen. 9, Salem's Lot. 8, Lisa Frankenstein. 7, Beetlejuice. 6, Abigail. 5, Smile. 2, 4, Late Night with the Devil. 3, Stream. 2, Maxine. And 1, Terrifier 3. All right. That's a list.
Bro.
Nice.
Fantastic.
I know you started, but there it is. All right. And Bill says, we agree on Cuckoo and Longlegs. Good enough for me. All right. I need a drink before I get into this next list.
I need a drink.
All right. Patricia, number 20, Late Night with the Devil. 19, Ghostbusters. 18, It's Me, Billy. 17, The First Omen. 16, Trap. 15, Curtains for Christmas. I missed that one. 14, Psycho Ape Part 2, The Wrath of Kong.
The heck?
All right.
That sounds cool.
I didn't miss that one. I'm not going to watch it.
That may be local filmmakers.
It might be, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'll look for it at some point. Number 13, Bathtub Shark Attack. Bathtub Shark Attack.
Bathtub shark do. Bathtub.
God damn it.
Sorry.
I actually have a old Bathtime Shark Attack story, but I'm not getting into it here. Number 12, Nosferatu. Number 11, Alien Romulus. 10, Salem's Lot. 9, Maxine. 8, Destroy All Neighbors. Interesting. 7, Tales from the Gross Side. 6, Beetlejuice. 5, Strange Darling. 4, Lisa Frankenstein. 3, Terrifier 3. 2, Oddity. And number 1, Abigail for Patricia. Nice. All right. Is that all the list we got for now? Yes, it is. I think.
That's all the ones I saw. Yeah, there are a few mentions, like I watched this and that, but no lists.
And I got to figure out what you guys are talking about here. Yeah, and it snowed a lot, I noticed. By the way, if you're in the path of these storms, be careful. I am just south of it, so it missed me.
I'm north of it.
We're getting dusted pretty good, but it's not
Yeah.
like blizzard here yet.
Yeah.
But they're warning us.
Oh, it's it could get nasty if it drifts a little south later, but I don't think it's going to bother us this time around. But
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
See, I don't think Luke showed up tonight because of the beating that his Vikings took yesterday. Just
Possibly.
yeah. I'm not going to rub it in anymore. I haven't won shit yet.
BK says, "In a Violent Nature may be one of the worst movies ever conceived." Terrible.
No,
it's not.
That's the strength of it is the concept. It just they ran the concept into the fucking ground a little bit.
It should have been a 20-minute movie.
Yeah.
We talked about this already. All right. Yep. Okay, that's it. Oh,
Got a new list.
Oh, is that Grimmer's list?
You got Grimmer.
The Grimmer.
And then you guys going hard too.
Wow.
Oh shit.
All right. Yeah, I'm pulling it up. You guys want to talk about obscure? Here we go.
I heard of that one.
No, not the movie.
No.
Oh,
I'm reading his list.
Oh, okay. Number 2. You want to read it? You read it.
Number 20, There Is a Monster. Number 19, Last Night at Terrence Lane's. Number 18, Destroy All Neighbors. Number 17, Here for Blood. I love the titles of these things. Number 16, Mind, Body, Spirit. I did hear of that one. Number 15, Humanist Vampire Seeking Consenting Suicidal Person. I just read about this one the other day. So,
I want to see that one, actually. Yeah. I never could find it right.
It's like a horror comedy. Number 14, Quadrant. Number 13, Mad S12. Oh, no. Mads. Yeah, okay.
I watched that one. That one's a trip, dude.
12, Immaculate. That's a trip. What was that?
No, Mads. Mads is a trip.
Is that a Netflix?
Shudder.
Shudder. Great. Number 12 is Immaculate. Number 11, Daddy's Head. I did watch that one. I actually watched one on Grimmer's list. Wow. Number 10, Handling the Undead. Number 9, Lisa Frankenstein. Number 8, Crust. I've heard of that one too. Number 7, Stop Motion. Number 6, Humane. Number 5, Abigail. Number 4, Late Night with the Devil. Number 3, The Demon Disorder. Wow. Number 2, The Devil's Bath. And number 1, Exuma.
Wow.
No.
That's like some stuff, but I'm surprised. I actually heard about half these fucking movies.
I've heard about 15? Almost all of them, but I've actually seen 6 of them. So,
What about the humanist vampire seeking consenting suicidal person? That just sounds insane.
That's the real title. I know. I saw Tarek saying something about it. Yeah. Tarek says Grimmer's 15. That's just bullshit.
No,
that's nuts.
I read a whole article about this movie. It's winning awards and shit, man.
What?
So,
wow.
James, wonderful list, man.
I may have to check this out.
Hold on, I'm gonna cheat and take a picture of that so I can.
Yeah, it's right there.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I think that is it for me. So let's move on over to the Ziggy.
Ziggy.
Almost said something. Almost sounded really inappropriate, but
gotta be careful, man.
I stopped myself.
Yeah. All right.
It wasn't that. It was just,
no. With
the
my
Terminator,
list,
the Terminator with Ziggy attached to it, and it still would have sounded like. Wait a minute.
Now, you're going to see some of the same films here on this list in different places. And then you're going to see some stuff that you did not see on Craigslist. So let's get it going here. And James kind of with the spoiler coming right out the gate at number 20 with The Demon Disorder.
Yep.
There it is. I thought it was okay. And again, it just barely made the list. I mean, it pushed out 12 other films to get to 20 at least. So there's that. Number 19, Cadeo Lake. Is that how it was? Cadeo Lake? Caddo Lake?
Caddo Lake.
Caddo Lake. Yeah,
Jesus.
okay. Yeah,
You really had to say it 4 different ways before, and none of them right?
I figured I would save it all. Just get them all out there now. Next one I was kind of impressed with for the most part, but then it kind of gets, every movie that's made like this ends the same fucking way. Subservience. Megan, who's that? Is that Megan Fox is in it? She's great. I mean, she gets to play a fucking robot. How perfect, You shouldn't have to act. So it's perfect. Number 17, I 100% agree with Crank. Maxine was a little bit disappointing after the first 2 entries in that series from Ty West. It's not horrible. It's just, I don't know, man. There was a lot going on, and it just wasn't as cohesive as the other 2, in my opinion. And I know I'm going to get hate for this one, man. Stream at 16. I thought this movie was way too fucking long. Even though I love the ending and the possibilities of futures like this with other horror elites coming in and doing a role in this kind of movie, great. We started something great here. This is good. But, this the concept is great of this movie. I owe it another view for sure. But, I mean, hey, it made the list. It's on the list.
That, and I think it'll be a fun franchise if they figure out somewhere to go with it. You know what I mean?
Said, it was brilliant, and that they could run this gag for 3 or 4 movies with the big ending. Who's going to be at the end pulling the strings on this one?
Sure.
That would be cool. Number 15, it was on Crank's list and a couple of your lists out there. It's Me, Billy, Part 2. I mean, these guys, this technically and how it looks and how it was shot deserves to sit with any production that's out there, man. Straight up. These guys know what the fuck they're doing, and they did a great service to the Black Christmas original. And I'm happy they did it, man, because it absolutely fleshes everything out you would ever want from that Black Christmas story. So kudos to those fellas. Number 14, In a Violent Nature. Again, too fucking long. Great concept. And then some great kills, very imaginative kills, and then you just kept doing the same artsy fartsy, same shot for 45 minutes, and it got old for me. I got smoked pot. I'm a short attention span. I need stimulation. I don't want to walk around the woods behind a guy like that. Number 13, Never Let Go. Very surprised at this, the balance of what they did with it, and you weren't quite sure if it was in her mind or there was something going on. So that was cool. For mainstream horror, yeah, of course. And then here it is, number 12, Long Legs, Vinnie Vincent, Nicolas Cage. I dig it. I like it because it did the same thing. It's you got this agent that's kind of got a gift. She's got a sense, but this guy's belief in the occult is so strong, he almost believes his own bullshit, man. It's crazy. So, I mean, that's what makes it work. I get it. However, I could not get around Vinnie Vincent. That's all I saw, and it ruined it for me. So, number 11, Salem's Lot. Dude, yes, it'll never, ever, ever touch the original. Never. But this wasn't a bad swing for this material, man. Much like the Dawn of the Dead remake, this Salem's Lot remake, although rushed, and there are a couple of things they figure out pretty fucking fast, it's still pretty decent and kind of a creepy vampire tale.
This is nowhere near as good of a remake as Dawn of the Dead is.
It's in that ballpark. For me, it is. It just they do a good job with those key scenes from the original. They do a really good job, and they manage to add a few other moments that the original does not have. So
I'll give you that, but
so okay. Again, it's my fucking list, so I don't.
I know, but for you to compare it to Dawn of the Dead as a remake, but
yeah, it is. It's all right. It's all right. Come on. I could stop with running zombies, Crank, and that kind of destroys that fucking comparison right there. All right, number 10. Oh shit, I got to pull my list back up here. My phone turned off. Okay, here we go. I was super impressed with this at the time. It was way high on the list for the longest time. Actually held number 1 for a minute. But then as we've been seeing things, a lot of great movies this year, but Lisa Frankenstein hits 10 for me.
Wow.
I dug the story. It's so tongue in cheek and just dirty enough to where it's funny like that in the right way. And I love the way she played it. Ending kind of sucks with this one. That's what ruined it. So maybe a little bit higher if it would have went. Number 9. I love a good clown and a good gore story. Terrifier 3. I'm starting to see art as, I'm wondering what can they possibly come up with now? Now I get it. I see where we're going at the end of 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. Yes. Great idea. If we do that, let's go down below. Let's go to the depths, man. Let's get in there and see what's going on. Let's see the fucking puppet masters. Yes. Great. But beyond that, where are we going to go with this? What more can we do? I don't know if this has the longevity of like 13 movies or Halloween or Friday the 13th or Elm Street. I don't know.
I think he's already pretty much said 4, maybe 5 is it.
For him, though.
5 is stretching it.
I think they'll get another director if it wants to be done. And writers, just like the other ones, all got handed off. Our poor Art will be handed off as well.
But see, since he's not dealing with a studio like that, I don't know if that's part of it.
That's true. He's not obligated to make shit. He could take it
Right.
ball and go home.
Right.
But why would you close a money printing mint? You just turn on the machine and ring the bell and take the cash, man.
Dude, all you got to do is every 5 years release a new DVD or Blu-ray. Oh, here's a new T-shirt. That's all you got to do.
Terrifier 3, a Christmas movie, was decent. I did enjoy it. And I think some of the kills in 3 do rival that one that we saw in 2, but I don't think they really touched that first one we got, man. The gunshot scenes in the first one, and of course the hacksaw scene, dude, that is the stuff. But still, Terrifier 3 was great, and it's for the gore alone, it's in the right spot, I think, on my list. Number 8, Oddity. Crank talked about it. I talked about it. I liked it a lot, man. It's so creepy. And the thing, it's right there on the cover that's kind of the focus, the golem or whatever the fuck it is. It's just cool. I like this guy's fucking style, man. So anything he makes, I'm gonna check out no matter what. Number 7, for the religious folk out there, it was Heretic and questioning everything. And god damn, this dude, I never expected him to take a role like this, and he was so damn good at it. Being a sadistic kind of make the choice, but educated as fuck on what he was talking about. That's what was cool. So
bad thing is he's never going to do another horror role again. He's going to they're going to throw offers at him left and right, and he's going to be like, piss off. No.
He'll probably get some real mainstream work based off of this film. I mean, he's that good in it. So, but hey, it keeps you guessing, kind of keeps you on the edge of your seat. If you haven't seen it, and you're the religious type, you'll probably dig it like I did. Number 6. I don't know. I might catch a couple stones here.
Let me get my rock
about it. Yep. Get the umbrella up. Yep. Nosferatu. We did it. We saw it. Yeah, you remember I had it at 8. I was the lowest score of this one. It's a master course on making a old style period piece horror film. And he poured on the scary. He put the horror, he put the dark in it, a lot more dark than Coppola did, in my opinion. I love the way it went, but I mean, in the end, we've seen the story so many times. I just think there's not much to add to it. I appreciated the designs of the vampire and everything, but yeah, you know what? 6. It almost made the top 5. So almost. So let's do it. Number 5, It was up there at the top for a minute, and then it started running into competition. Late Night with the Devil. I got to go see it in theaters on that limited edition.
Yeah, same here.
And I dug it, man. And it was definitely...
Sorry. I was trying to start.
The Golem. I know what Golem is. A Golem is also it's one of those stone beings that attack you. I've played many medieval video games, my friend. Don't come at me about golems.
But he's saying it's pronounced golem.
Golem, whatever.
Golem, brother.
I say golem, golem.
He's being a nitpicky bitch, like he said. I agree with you, Tarek. I'm right with you.
I got 2 words for you. Fuck you. All right.
Hey, you pronounce those right.
That's right. Bella fucking Lugosi, baby. All right. Number 4. And this was the only movie this year I took a full point off of for just one scene that happened in it, which I went, don't do it. I mean, in the theater, and then they did it. Alien Romulus. It's a fucking adventure, man. It's great. It's great. He did a great job with this movie, except when he said, get away from her, you bitch. 79 years before it actually happened, or whatever it was. Minus full point. So, I mean, but still, I'm outside of that, the scenes of the aliens inside of people, unbelievable. That you've never seen it like this. They did a great job with it, and it's super tense. It's an alien movie. It's like it's aliens and alien. They actually made it a little scary, but you got the marine stuff too, the adventure stuff that you wanted. So, a great job, man. Number 3. And I felt like I got this one overhyped a little bit, but I still liked it a lot. And that's what I can't. Everyone just goes, oh my God, overhyped. What do you mean? But Strange Darling. I like it. Okay. It's a great movie. It's cool. It's very neat. It's original the way they do it. Albeit predictable at when it doesn't need to be, but it is. I do like it. It's a great fucking movie. You'll enjoy it. You'll dig this thing. It's worthy of being on top of Crank's list and probably Colonel's if he were here tonight. So
you think Colonel would rank this one number 1?
I do.
Wow.
I think it'd be this and then Nosferatu, then probably The Substance for him. That's my guess. So I don't know. But still, man, it's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, just watch it because there's some good twists that you won't see coming along with the ones that you will a mile away. And maybe that's by design. Who knows? But you'll dig it, man. It's a good flick. Number 2, sat on my list almost the whole year at number 1.
Until December.
I enjoyed the hell out of it. It's so slick. The ensemble cast is great. The ending final line hits a grand slam, home run, perfect delivery, excellent, satisfying walkout. Yeah! Abigail. It's just fun, man. It has everything. This movie was made with everybody in mind, and it fucking works. I loved it. Just a vampire ballerina getting kidnapped, but the whole thing was a fucking setup just to feed the vampire, and that's very cool. And then, of course, power-hungry thugs want to become vampires, and it doesn't quite work out if you've not seen it. But the ending line, mwah, chef's kiss, Abigail. Number 2 would have been number 1 if not for the viewing of this next film. And kudos to Demi Moore for winning the Golden Globe for The Substance. Fucking Cronenbergian masterful tribute here. This is awesome. It's just great. Now, it's an artsy-fartsy movie at the same time, but it's meant to be kind of a dark comedy in a way, but it's damn deadly serious with aging and when your life and your well-being depends on your looks and your physical health, and it's taken away just by douchebaggery, the machine that is Hollywood. It's so fucking good, man. And Dennis Quaid, of course, I'm gonna say
There
Dennis
you
Quaid,
go.
of course, playing one of the biggest douchebag wrestling promoter type manager assholes you'll ever see. He's so good. And if you get sick watching people eat, you're going to be looking away several times while watching this movie when he's in it.
Well, during that scene, especially.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
God.
gross.
So gross. But he's the perfect stereotypical douchebag of this movie. But if you haven't seen The Substance, 100 times yes, go see this. I mean, fuck, it's great. It's fucking fantastic. And that's what I got to say about it.
All right. Nice list, Ziggy. Oh, man, you guys went crazy in the comments.
A little bit, yeah.
I have to show this one because it's just... BK says, coming from a chef, we never do a kiss like that, so stop it.
You French bastards. Chef's kiss. It's what they
I don't
call
know
it.
where that comes from. Like,
The French. Comes from the French, I tell you.
fine.
Ah, the French.
I just fucking, I love that comment. Oh, man. Yeah, no, The Substance is absolutely a dark comedy, and I'm going to try to wait until Rick gets in here to have that discussion because that's something that is being talked about a lot online. Like, why did Golden Globes give him an award for Best Actress in a musical or comedy? It's neither. And
that just tells me
Yeah.
went right over your head. Sorry. You know, I mean, it's that's why I say artsy fartsy, because it qualifies for that,
oh, it does.
especially when you get to the third act.
Yeah.
It should verify that for you with the ridiculousness of the final fucking 10 minutes.
Well, and dude, even the first 20 minutes is pure comedy. I mean, Dennis Quaid's character.
Oh yeah, but she gets a outhouse full of shit dumped on her in like 10 minutes, dude. It sucks.
And that's where the dark comedy
Yes.
is. Because I tell you what, one of the reasons why this is such a like awards darling right now is how many older actresses are voting members of the Academy.
They get it. They can relate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
So-
well, that doesn't explain why we can fucking relate, though. Why is it hitting us so fucking hard, you know?
I relate to it because I've been kind of like in that as an outsider, that Hollywood world for so long. I've always been, you know, the media junkie about what's going on in Hollywood, you know?
It's fascinating. There's tributes to other styles of movies you've seen that you'll be like, wow, that looks familiar. Yes, it does, because they did it on purpose.
Right.
The body horror is top notch. Top notch. It's cringy, fucking, oh my God kind of shit. And it just keeps fucking stacking itself more outrageously each as the fucking minutes go by. And you're just going like, no fucking way.
All right.
It's great.
Let's get some of these comments here. Grizzly says, when you said, this is my fucking list, now that's crank as fuck.
It is.
Christopher's here. What's up, Montoya? He says, Lisa Frankenstein was great 80s fun.
Yes.
Yes, it was. Tarek says, that's twice now. Crank and Zag both had a 10 plus that started out in their top 5. That means it was a great year for horror, if nothing else. Absolutely. And James comes right along with, I think there were a lot more interesting ideas in 2024. Yes. I mean, just looking at Ziggy's list, The Substance, super freaking original. Strange Darling, original. Late Night with the Devil, fairly original. Lisa Frankenstein, a nice twist on an overused idea.
Yeah.
But a nice little twist. Same with Abigail and Heretic and Oddity, you know, and that's just based on his list. So, yeah, there were a lot more interesting ideas this year than last year. I think we struggled to want to even mention 10 movies last year
Oh yeah, I mean,
because it was rough.
fuck. During the pandemic, I think it was like a regular top 5 or something. You know,
Yeah, well, I mean, and we were fairly new at the time too. We weren't
nothing came out.
right with that. And Montoya's happy you brought up Strange Darling as well. So
These guys Crank had it at number 1. Just to be fair, you know what I mean. But I'm saying
That's right.
it's a great film. I just enjoyed the hell out of The Substance and Abigail just a little bit more.
oh, there it is. And the twins are here. Said we're here. We know the Ziggy has a bomb hanging up. Yep, I just spotted it too. I was looking for it.
I got mine too. You can't really see it though. It's on my shelf. The F-bomb.
I have not put mine up yet. I'm sorry.
I had to take the vacuum to it and suck all the confetti off of it.
Is that what you had to do?
Yeah.
I used a lint roller. It worked really well.
Oh.
I was picking it off, just going, what the fuck? It's getting smaller. It's leaving stuff behind and everything. It's terrible.
Oh,
Thank you
and
for
there's
this.
a late addition to the show. Alex is back. Hey. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, sir. Send us your list.
Yeah.
And anybody else, like I said, top 5, top 3, whatever. You don't have to be, sick like us doing 20.
It was pretty easy. I was looking at that. Like, again, we're on that letterbox, so that keeps track of everything really good. And then I can look at it and go, you know what? I've pondered this one for a long time. I like it better than this one. And you just slide it up. Yeah.
You might want to make your list public and then post it in the comments too, so people can follow you and all. Maybe writer director Lee Winnell will follow you as well on Letterboxd, like he does somebody in this room.
Lee Winnell.
That's right. Yes, and follow us on Blue Sky, like Faye just threw out there. Tarek says he hearts Blue Sky, and Lorena says I've got to check that out. Yeah,
Blue, so far so good.
Yeah,
no kooks out there or anything. It's nice and easy going. I like it.
Yeah, we're liking it so far. We're staying away from, most of the political stuff, but, we're just digging it. Grimmer says Scorsese is on Letterboxd too. I'll have to find that. So, all right. Before we get to phase, I want to have those conversations we talked about though. Yeah. About, hold on, let's go to this. Let's go to this. Boom. There we go. Strong year for horror. Correct? What are you looking at now?
You.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's like, did your son flip sides? What's going on here?
So I'm saying
the Brady Brunch now.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
I don't know.
Right. What the hell is going on? What the hell is happening right now? Anyway, strong year for horror. Phase, agree, disagree?
Agree. It's also, the stickers really stunk too. It was kind of the scale tipped on both sides pretty heavily.
Oh yeah, I think that was my bottom 3 were The Crow,
some of the worst movies I've seen ever, like
Night Swim, and then I think I stuck something right under Daddy's head, or right. That was right there too. I wasn't too impressed with that one.
Oof. I almost don't want to mention my bottom 3 because 2 of the movies involve friends of the show.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. Yeah, leave that alone.
But yes, the Crow is in my bottom 3.
Okay, so The Crow, then skip that one. What's the next one?
And I can't mention either of the other 2.
God damn it!
I can do this. I can say They Turned Us Into Killers is number 2nd worst with Scout Taylor and and then the other one is Festival is really good.
God damn it.
I love those shows, sisters.
Oh, come on.
But I'm sorry, that movie was garbage. Anyway, yeah. So The Crow is in my bottom 3 for sure. Anyway, Ziggy, strong year for horror. Chime in.
Yes. I mean, the fact that someone said it already, the fact that we got over 10 wasn't even a fucking problem, you know? I mean, even Colonel had 31 in his list, you know, according to him. That's what he said. So, yeah, I think it was a pretty damn good year because most of that stuff, you know, especially our top 10s were all pretty damn strong. I'd even go as far as say the 15. I would say are all pretty solid films. And you know, some of them that didn't make the 20 even. There's a couple of those I like too.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean, my 21 through 25 are Immaculate, Blink Twice, Watchers, Boy Kills World, and Woman of the Hour. So I would recommend almost any of those to different. It would depend on the people, but you know. So yeah, I think this was a very top heavy year. And like I was saying, there were a lot of new original ideas that really delivered.
And this is what just missed for me. Y2K, Trap, Quiet Place Day One, Ghostbusters, Beetlejuice. I Saw the TV Glow, Imaginary, Godzilla, Kong, Daddy's Head, Night Swim, The Crow. Those are my bottom whatever that didn't make it till 12 or whatever.
Okay.
Yes, Tarek.
What?
He was just asking if I'm doing a list. I'm just saying yes.
Yeah, we're getting to it. We're getting to it.
Fuck up and move along.
We're doing a side conversation.
I meant to do this in between our list, but we jumped right in. Yep, Dr. Smiley's here. He says very strong year, few duds, but mostly bangers. Yeah.
Everything got like 3 stars and shit mostly.
Yeah, I think my 2 stars started around 45 or 50, somewhere in there. I'd have to look. Are you trying to sing? Oh, yeah. And Grimmer says, I didn't bother with The Crow. Good. And I think this is a response to what Tarek said. That is the correct way to experience it.
I wish I could get that back.
Is this for the Brady Bunch song? Yes. Is this what this is?
Yeah.
Here's a story of a lovely red train who was bringing up 2 very fucked up dudes.
What about Colonel? I can't follow up on that.
Oh, Colonel's MIA right now. I'm not following up with that. That was gold. Gold, Jerry. Gold.
I'm gonna want to write the rest of that though now. God, I did one for Gilligan's Island years ago.
Oh my God, yeah.
Buried.
The Colonel
stemmed off of the Colonel too. Yeah, and then I ended up writing the whole fucking thing. It's somewhere. Oh man.
Yes, James, I didn't care for that one either, but I'm not going to throw it on the screen right now.
Yeah.
Somewhere we've got us doing the Rocky theme like that in Philadelphia where we did the.
Oh my God. Yeah. We lost that footage somewhere.
It's on one of these cards around here somewhere.
And didn't we write and record a WKRP theme for first time we were all going to Cincy for Horror Hound?
We got like video of it, but I don't think it ever got put together.
No, we recorded the theme. It's out there somewhere.
It's in just so many files. There's like
no, it's on YouTube somewhere. I think it's on like the Cincinnati sizzle reel.
Oh damn.
Baby, if you've ever wondered.
Grizzly, Godzilla -1 was last year.
No. Godzilla and Kong. Yeah, Godzilla 1, yes, last year, yes. And fuck, we had that high on the list. That made my top 5, I think.
3.
Top 3. Excellent. The best Godzilla movie ever made.
Tarek, it's out there somewhere. I can't, like I said, Phase, no, you're getting ready to do your list. So
I mean, I can't look for it right now, but I can
Yeah,
tell you later.
I'll try to look for it here in a second.
I bet it's on. You got all the old stuff, so
No, it's on YouTube.
it's on YouTube already.
It must be in the sizzle reel then.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's on the sizzle reel. All righty. Phase, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let me get rid of this. Let me throw you up here. Bam! And scroll all the way back up here. This takes work, folks. This takes work.
Yeah, it was a lot of graphics this time around. Thank you, Craig.
Yep.
Damn it, all I can hear is WKRP in my head now. Thanks.
Baby.
And yes, F-bomb. Right there, twins. Woo!
Oh, yeah, there's the bomb. The F-bomb.
Baby, you and me were never meant to be.
All right.
It's
Stop
crap
it.
in the voice. Yeah.
Stop it. Phase, if you will, please.
Start with that first, but yes, my number 20. I'm just gonna say right off the back since we're doing them all. This is not on anyone's list. Immediately, it barely made mine, and I only really put it on there because of the first 30 minutes, because everything else about it was pretty shit. But I only watched like 25 movies, so it didn't have much competition to go after. It's Y2K to start with. It started off so good, and then it just didn't. I like having it on the list anyway because it was okay at the end.
Literally 21 on my list.
Nice. We were still due for a great Y2K movie. It's not time yet, I guess. It probably hasn't been long enough yet.
Well, that one didn't know how to just went a little down the silly road. That's all.
Yeah. I don't mind the robots, though. It's all right. Next is Terrifier 3, which might seem low here, but Crank didn't even have it on his list, so I don't know.
He hates Art the Clown, though.
No, I don't hate Art the Clown.
He's banned from the society.
No, that doesn't have anything to do with it. I've never been a fan of any of those films. They're just, the first one is boring except for one scene.
Yeah.
The second one was just over the top for no real reason.
It was for the Gorehounds.
Just to show off. And it still, half of it looked fake. This time, at least, some of it looked better, but it was because they got an actual team in. So don't throw the Terrifier haters at me, cocksuckers.
Direct your hate mail to Red Crank at
No.
Oh, I'm going to throw some more shade just to say, if the reason why it's so low, I mean, yes, the gore was great, but we were promised a bit of story and kind of ended up being a little bit of a lie, if you ask me.
Well, it was a bit, but he did what I said don't do. Don't ask a bunch of fucking questions without answering what you've already asked, and it is what it is.
Of course they did, but it is what it is. And another
Damien,
one.
still love you, buddy.
Lorena's trying to get us to calm down. Boys.
She does ask who knitted it, and I want to know, like, did the twins make these bombs?
Yeah.
I am very curious.
The twins. Well, they said they did. I don't know. I mean,
I didn't notice. That'd be awesome if they did.
All right, go on with your list.
Yes. The next one, which also wasn't on anybody's list, I'm pretty sure I didn't notice it. Beetlejuice. Also just barely scraped onto my list. Just barely. I had fun with it, it wasn't great, it definitely pales like hell compared to the original, but it is what it is. It's all right. I'm fine with it being on my list.
what did we say? We kind of said it was nice to reminisce and meet these characters again 40 years later, but that was about it, dude. There wasn't much to it.
Right. Then you got A Quiet Place Day One. Again, it was okay. I remember very much during our review of it, the people who did not watch it in the comments could not tell what kind of movie it was based on our description, just because it's such a strange fucking movie. But yeah, it's just another one of those okay movies.
Just an odd way to name it Day One and then kind of focus on the one the way they did. You know what I mean?
That's true. There's a lot more they could have done.
Yeah, and it doesn't tie too much. You know, it doesn't lead you to like the original film, I guess, is what it's supposed to do, right? It never does that.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like their older sister made the bombs. That's cool. Thank you so much, older sister of the twins.
Gummies for you.
What's next? Imaginary. Yeah. This is one I have trouble remembering because it came out so early in the year. I remember being kind of about this. This would probably be a little lower, honestly, but I wanted to at least put it on the list somewhere because it wasn't terrible.
You don't have trouble remembering it. It's just that forgettable.
Sure. That one Blumhouse?
Yes.
It was.
That makes sense.
This is the one with the bear that wasn't there and all that shit. Okay, yeah. Very
There was a bear that wasn't there.
It had an interesting concept that went nowhere.
Right.
Absolutely nowhere. Then Lisa Frankenstein, probably a little bit low where it is, but that's another one that I have trouble remembering because it was another very early in the year movie. That's one I really, really want to watch again. Remember it being more of a comedy.
Yeah.
It was definitely, goofy. But I want to visit it again. I think it was a better visit to the 80s than Maxine was, if I remember right. Even though,
well,
two different worlds.
How
Two
about
different worlds in the 80s, though.
That's
more
true.
Stylized in Lisa Frankenstein than Maxine.
Right.
Is more the gritty reality of what was going on. So.
That's fair. And then Smile 2, which did you guys have this anywhere on your lists?
I was not a fan of that. I liked the first two acts. I hated the third act of Smile 2.
That's fair.
It was
maybe the ending. If it leads, like I said on my review on this show, if they take that ending now and we have a cursed audience that's going to deal with this, it could be mass hysteria. Okay, I'm in. But
it was my 19.
Okay.
And Crank said, nope, we're gonna have like Final Destination, a half a dozen kids that got dinged by the curse in the crowd, and we'll follow them, which I think is a fucking horrible move. But
yeah, it definitely did not land well at all. It's another one I'm kind of trying to remember. I probably ranked it a little too high again, but I remember going out of this being like, all right, that was okay. That was an acceptable horror movie.
Yeah, but then everything else was. I had over fucking 20 that were better than that.
That's fair. I haven't watched very many this year. It's a problem. It probably could have easily gotten bumped out. Then you got Salem's Lot, which, I almost forgot about this one until I noticed it on Ziggy's list. I'm not going to lie. Obviously it's nothing compared to the original or even to the book, but it was still a good, I appreciated it for what it was.
A nice tribute to the material.
That's a beautiful way to put it. I see the disagreement right below me, and that's okay.
And that's also add again, because what he did agree with was they'd even added a couple of nice, like when all the vampires were standing on the roofs and you could see their eyes just looking, they were kind of pinned down in that church they were in and stuff. That was cool.
Sure.
Okay, what'd you think of the was it 04, the miniseries with Rob Lowe and all them?
I haven't watched that.
Too much of a slow burn. They burned all the good stuff into the last fucking little bit of it. Wasn't that like a 6-day fucking thing back then?
No, it was like 2 days.
Just 2 days? I remember the original one being 2 days, but man, I remember that other one being, maybe I'm confusing that with The Stand or something.
Well, they did do a recent Stand series that was like 10 episodes or something, but no, the original Stand I think was 3 episodes. 3 2-hour movies.
Rob Lowe's in the Salem's Lot.
Yeah, the remake. The 04, somewhere in there.
I didn't like it, man. Again, forgettable compared to original.
All right.
This one was better than that.
Yeah.
CGI and all.
I don't know about that.
The next is another one I did not see on any of your lists. I'm just being the individual over here. Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire. I didn't quite like it as much as I did the last one that came out, the Afterlife.
Right. Afterlife was in my top 3, I think.
Yeah, I just love the ending of that. But I've been I've heard some people say they like Frozen Empire more, and I get it. I get it. It's not my opinion, but I get it.
27 on my list for Ghostbusters.
That's fair. Then I think I matched Crank with this number 11 with Maxine, because you also had Maxine on the So not much more I could say about that. It was a good, disappointing, yes, but it was following Pearl, dude. Like that's my God, that's so much to follow. Such a huge, great movie. I mean, that practically is a 10 out of 10 movie. Is Pearl? Yeah, my God. So it is I never expected it to be as good,
right?
But it was still great.
And by the way, Salem's Lot is number 41 on my list.
Wow. Okay, that's fine.
So that's why.
Well.
All right.
Coming to number 10.
Yep.
It's Me Billy, Chapter 2.
Woo,
Gotta give some love to this, man. I really, really like this. It may even be a little bit low here, but it's fine. It's in the top 10, so that's what counts. Number 9. Oh, okay. It's going to be Never Let Go. I actually really loved this one. I was interested by the trailers, but I was cautious because it seemed like something that could get weird. And it did get weird. It got a little bit dumb, but it's okay. It still kept you thinking throughout the whole thing. I didn't mind the twists as much as some people did. You know, some people hated it because of the direction it went. I didn't mind it so much. It's a really interesting concept. It's definitely worth a watch.
Yeah, because they got you thinking she's a nut job.
Yeah. Then this next one. So I was making my list, and I meant to bump this one up to under the top 10, but it ended up just getting left. The Strangers Chapter 1. I wanted this in my top 20 somewhere. I just didn't quite know where. The 8 spot was open, so I just put it there so I wouldn't forget it. And then I instantly forgot about it again.
And then never reshuffled the list?
Never reshuffled the list. Well, I reshuffled the list, but I forgot about that when I reshuffled it. So it's like, fuck.
And this is a
trilogy all right, though.
Coming at us, huh?
It's okay. This would probably be more like 18, though, honestly. Like, this is really high for Strangers Chapter 1. Like,
so that was absolutely one of those. Why did they do this again? Why did they need
this
again? Yeah.
It was one of those kind of why. Like, it was definitely just okay. The next one, which is definitely more than just okay. We're getting on to the better stuff here. Oddity. I mean, you guys put it really well with this one already, so I can't really. It was nice. This year has been pretty nice for horror. It's just one of those like decent, mildly original, this one not so much, but just,
Yeah, but the way he takes a little space and he builds these elaborate sets.
Like, yeah, dude, like it's really hard to put
around these same sets. He goes, "Oh yeah, that's the same room right here." He goes, that's all right in the one corner, and you can't see it in any other shot. It's like, dude, this guy's fucking maximizes everything about his.
That is smart. That is smart.
Interview somewhere on our channel. We can probably pull that up before the show is over.
I've got Late Night with the Devil up next.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I had to have this up there. Didn't quite make the top 5, but just barely scraped in there. And this is another good one. If you haven't seen it, go see it. That's all I really can say right now.
You almost got to see it a couple of times because there's a lot of shit happening on all around. You got to kind of watch different things.
I fully agree with that.
You'll notice things, and it's cool.
I fully agree.
It's subtle, but it's cool.
This next one I watched most recently out of any of these. I had a choice between this and Strange Darling. I don't know. I'm wondering if I shouldn't have watched Strange Darling, but this was still a fine, wonderful choice. The Substance.
Wow.
And it may even seem very low at number 5, but I really like these top 4. And maybe this one is still, this was really fresh in my brain when I made this list. Really fresh.
Looking at your list, looking at the rest of your list, though, I see why it's at 5.
Sure. I percolated The Substance for a few days, dude, and just went, Jesus Christ, I can't stop thinking about it. You know what I mean?
The more it ages in your brain and it gets better the more you think about it. It'd probably be more like maybe 4 or even 3 for me now, but I'm okay with it at 5.
I'm glad I bought it. That's for sure. I spent the $20 instead of the $8.
Ooh, nice.
Just to have it. So, because I hate spending $8 to rent a movie at home.
Fuck
It's
that.
so dumb.
We got to talk to this director.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're never gonna get anywhere close to this director.
No. Number 4. This one surprised me. Heretic. And yeah, it's pretty damn high on my list. But dude, I love those movies that, kind of, I'm not even sure how to put it in the words. Just that religious, but also like very expanded thought. Like it's not just shoving this one idea down your throat. It's really trying to like give you, like, I really don't know how to put it. It's a really good movie, especially if you're like.
He had an answer for every fucking religious question. Anything you could think, this fucking guy was going to tell you why.
It's a good thinker movie. Like it's a brain movie. It's a great.
He was a master debater, if you know what I mean.
Right. I don't know. It's hard to put into words why I like this one. Honestly, it's go watch it. It's Heretic.
What?
Yeah, whatever.
I said master debater.
Oh.
Yes.
But yes, number 3, my most anticipated movie of this year, Alien Romulus. Thank God it made it into the top 5. I was worried this was going to suck, but I'm glad that it didn't. It was great. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't everything I wanted out of it. They took a cheesy line and they took a great line from Aliens and made it super fucking cheesy in this. Just like, God damn it, that really hurt it. And there were
-1.
other things. Good, -1 for that, yeah.
That would have been a 9 for me, that movie.
Oof, man. But yes, it had its bad moments, but it deserves to be number 3 here.
It's a fucking ride, dude.
It's very good. It's a great ride, and it's a great return to the Alien universe.
Yep.
I'm excited to see where they go from there too, because it looked excellent. They're only going to continue to look better, I'm hoping, at least. The number 2, which I matched Ziggy, because I didn't even realize this, that we both had the same exact movie as our number 2, but Abigail. A very surprise. I went into this thinking I wasn't going to care about this movie at all. It's just going to be another fucking whatever flick, like everything in my 15 and under. But no, this movie kicks ass.
Fucking smart, man.
It's smart. Those characters, not just Abigail herself, but all the other characters are great. The way the whole conversation they have, like from the 20-minute mark to like the 40-minute mark, it's all so fucking good, dude. And then she just starts kicking ass. Just the whole thing just keeps getting better and better and better. This movie is just so good. My God, I loved Abigail.
Just fun, man. It's one for everybody.
And if you haven't figured it out by process of elimination, my number 1, just did it last week. I gave it a 9.5 for fuck's sake. It's Nosferatu, baby. Dude, loved the atmosphere of this movie. It just looked so beautiful. I didn't care that it was a little long. I barely noticed it. Fucking just such a great. I love the original OG Nosferatu. And just this is a great return to that universe, that very dark, modernized take of Nosferatu. It's just so great. I have so much love for this movie.
All right.
Yeah.
The phase list.
All right. I think there's some kind of debate about whether or not Back to the Future is 40 years old going on in the comments.
I can't really juggle that and do my list at the same time. I tried.
No. I was trying to keep an eye on it while you were doing your list, but also going back and forth to the graphics. So
right,
it's absolutely 40 years old.
Yeah.
Who's saying it's not?
No, I mean, it's just a big discussion. Lorena can't wrap her head around it being 40 years old.
Oh, yeah, because it's that, yeah.
And then there's also a discussion about Rob Lowe.
Oh, God.
I guess because we brought up Salem's Lot.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And they're talking about like some of his better roles. Check out, if you haven't seen it, check out him and James Spader in Bad Influence. One of my favorite movies by both of those guys. And it kind of plays with the bad boy attitude or, bad boy persona that Rob Lowe had after the whole sex tape scandal came out. So it's a little too on the nose for some, if you get my drift. But you wouldn't get my drift unless you've seen it. So
Right.
all right, let's hit a couple of comments here. I saw that one. Oh yeah. All right, Tarek says, "Don't protest too much, Crank. Accept your hatred of Art." No. Here's the thing. I think Art the Clown is a good character. I like David Howard Thornton. I like Damien Leone. But the movies are just... Terrifier 2 could have been an hour shorter. An hour. I'll say it one more time. An hour shorter. And it would have been fine. Not 2.5 hours.
It's too much.
This third one could have been 30 minutes, 40 minutes shorter. But it's not a hatred. It's just, I don't get all the hype.
Crank, I just got word on your appeal to the Art the Clown Appreciation Society.
I don't want back in. Fuck them.
I will say I was pissed off, like pissed the fuck off. When they said Terrifier 3 is going to be shorter than Terrifier 2, I'm like, yes, thank you.
And it was shorter by like
needs to be shorter.
6 minutes.
And then the runtime's like 2 hours, 10 minutes. Like, fuck you. Fucking shorter my dick. What the fuck? I was so mad. Like, if you're going to say it's shorter, like, it's got to be like shorter, not like 2 minutes. Like, come on. It's just that actually made me angry.
I'm waiting till Terrifier 4 comes out. I will be buying the box set.
Yeah, I'll probably even buy the box set when they all come out, But anyway.
Maybe.
But what they do with him remains to be seen if he's coronated amongst the greats.
Well,
I know everybody else has already put him there. I mean, but I think we got to see the full run here, or at least a bigger smattering of work before we can do that.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Gina says, "I would love to see Rose Red come back from Stephen King. The miniseries they did of that was good, but I would love to see it come alive again." Yeah,
like remade.
Yeah, that'd be a decent one to remake or update somehow.
Sure.
I love that original series or miniseries. Julian Sands. Yeah, he's in that.
Rest in peace.
So, Tarek says, "Yes, Crank, spending over $5 to rent a streaming movie for a day for some reason just pisses me off." Same here, man. I get it. I'll either not watch it at all or straight up buy it first. Exactly. I'll leave it. If I search for it in my Roku, I'll leave it in the little search history and just keep going back to it until I see it on one of the free services. And then I'm like, now I can watch it. But no.
That one's worth it.
Well, that one's worth buying.
Yeah,
so,
it's
boom.
so fucking insane, and they shot so well, and then when the twists are excellent in that movie. The twists are fucking. It's just ridiculous, man.
All right, Christopher sent in a list, a top 5, it looks like. Based on what he watched, number 5, Terrifier 3. Number 4, Maxine. Number 3, Strange Darling. Number 2, Late Night with the Devil. And number 1, The Substance. Good list.
Very good.
list.
Fucking A, dude. Yes. I mean, if you've seen it, you know. I mean, it's that fucking good.
And Rick's got a list. I'm shocked.
He's here. He made it.
He made it. I'm shocked that he switched his number 1 because he was saying all along what his number 1 was for a couple of months. But here we go.
Shit.
He says 6, Alien Romulus. 5, Heretic. 4, Nosferatu. 3, Oddity. Excellent. 2 Strange Darling, and 1 The Substance. Very interesting.
I need to watch Strange Darling so badly. Everybody,
Yeah.
it's hyped up now.
So, Rick, what made you switch Substance and Strange Darling? What was it that put Substance on the top? I'm curious. And guys, I harassed him when we had this conversation earlier. I got a surprise list.
A surprise list.
And I even got a top 20. Most of you have already seen it because he threw it in the fucking comments when I sent it to him privately. So here it is. The Colonel 2.
Strange Darling. What did I tell you?
Hold on. You're starting at the top. He says, sorry, I was watching Beetlejuice with the Sarge. And he starts with number 20, Beazle. Number 19, Beetlejuice. Number 18, Alien Romulus. 17, The First Omen. 16, A Violent Nature. 15, VHS Beyond.
I didn't get to see that one.
Neither did I want to.
14, Azrael. 13, Terrifier 3. 12, Salem's Lot. 11, Maxine. 10, Longlegs. Immaculate at number 9. 8, Smile 2. 7, Lisa Frankenstein. Wow, I'm shocked that one is high up on his list. 6, Abigail. 5, Heretic. 4, Late Night with the Devil. Wow. 3, The Substance. 2, Nosferatu. And number 1, Strange Darling.
We were both right.
You can't see me celebrating. Yeah.
All right, Colonel.
Very good, my brother.
Yeah, excellent list. Thanks for jumping in, man, and sharing that with us. I appreciate it. Sorry to bother you. But, he says, I didn't think you'd seen the message. Yeah, I saw him. I just hadn't gotten to him yet.
I synced it.
All right. Rick says, I don't know, the acting and just the different way it was shot, all the gore at the end, the fact that I really only watched it because it was a horror and I hadn't seen, never had any expectations about The Substance. All right. Cool.
Just found it to be just, God, man, the whole acquiring the kit and then the simple instructions of the kit and what to do and how to do it and bold lettering of certain details of the process, just so fucking good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, I completely agree. I'm going to throw that up.
Didn't expect to like it that much. I thought Abigail was going to be it. I'll be honest.
Right.
All year long with these guys, they're like, still Abigail? Yep.
All right, let's look at these side by side. We're all in the right spot. So I like that all three of us had something different at number 1, though.
Yeah.
So that's good.
I like the purple, but that's pretty hard shade you picked there.
I was going for The Substance.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
That's some of their marketing colors. So there's always a reason.
If somebody's watching this on a big TV, they're blind.
Oops.
Oh, well.
Yeah. All right. So Strangers Chapter 1 showed up on your list. It's Me, Billy is on mine and Ziggy's 20, but not 10. Yeah, and the text would have been way too small if I tried to compare all 20.
Right.
So
would have been too much.
This is the cream of the crop. Oh, yeah.
It
was a terrible sandwich. I'm sorry.
That was bad. So Strange Darling, well, no, Strange, because Faze hadn't seen it. So The Substance, Nosferatu.
You're doing this math when you already did this.
Oddity. No, I'm not doing the math. I'm just looking to see what all is on our top 10.
Heretic, Oddity.
Late Night, Heretic, and that's it, I think.
I think so.
Yep.
Strange Darling eliminated because FaZe didn't see it.
I had a 2 choices. I have 1 choice out of 2 movies.
Colonel put it number 1, so
I'm gonna watch it.
I didn't have his
tonight.
rankings to complete the real aggregate list. So
I get it, but I wouldn't fight you guys if you said, "Oh, Strange Darlings over the Substance." I'd be like, "All right, yeah, it's good enough."
all right, so let's look at what we put together here for top 20.
Well, first, I'm just gonna say, my eyes. That is a very fluorescent purple. I am blind now.
All right, fair enough.
I was right.
Oops.
It's okay.
I was just going with the color of some of the marketing. My bad, guys.
It's okay.
My bad. All right, so we got 20 Speak No Evil, 19 Apartment 7A, 18 Ghostbusters. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but the E on Empire gets cut off.
I see
right.
it.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
Just the edge, just the top edge.
Just the edge, but I left it.
It's killing him.
I wasn't worried about that.
It was driving me nuts.
It's killing him right now. He's fucking can't wait to get past this shit.
I can't wait to go to the second page.
You know what bugs me on this screen is Lisa Frankenstein X-scene.
Yeah, look at that.
I know. Believe me, I know.
Anyway.
All right, Smile 2. 16, Caddo Lake. 15, It's What's Inside. 14, Cuckoo. 13, It's Me, Billy. 12, Lisa Frankenstein, Maxine. 11, Maxine.
Maxine.
We both had it at 11, and then it ended up at 11.
Wait, go back for a second. Let's look at that Empire E getting.
Fuck you, man.
You fucker.
I knew, too. I knew.
I was already starting to laugh and shit at you.
Oh, man.
All right. 10, Long Legs. 9, Never Let Go. 8, Strange Darling, because Faye didn't fucking see it. 7, Alien Romulus. 6, Late Night. 5, Heretic. 4, Oddity. 3, Abigail. 2, Nosferatu. And 1, The Substance. So
Strange Darling only hits an 8 there with only having it on 2 lists, huh?
Yep.
Wow.
Hey, at least it made it. God damn it.
It would have been top 3. I mean, let's face it. Maybe number
I
1.
would have put it probably number 3 or 4. I mean, just judging. Maybe number 1 even. Who knows?
Well,
that's pretty
there we
strong
go,
right
folks.
there, folks. That's a top 10 you can live with, I think.
Yep.
Yes.
The Substance, number 1. Do you agree? The number 1 movie of the year? Fight us.
Well, how did Long Legs sneak in there? Weren't you the only one that had that? Or did Zeg had that?
I think I
Zach
had
had it in his 20 or something.
or 10.
Okay.
I think it was number 10 or 11.
I did not have that on mine. I did not rewatch it, and I did not remember liking it.
Where did you have that?
Remember Vinnie Vincent? I read my Vinnie Vincent rant. For fuck's sake.
Right.
You had it at 12.
12.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Colonel says he does not agree. What don't you agree with?
Yeah, he agrees.
A list?
Well, I didn't have your list to do the aggregate, man. So
That's true.
well,
You know what that means?
Hell, he could have probably pushed Nosferatu up.
Yep, Nosferatu would have been up. So would Strange Darling would have been way up there. I bet it'd probably be number 1 with 2 of you putting it there.
Tarek says, yeah, it's like 2 pixels cut off on 18 there, Crank. All good. Wouldn't have noticed, but now I did, and it's bugging the shit out of me. Thanks. Yeah,
Great.
Yeah.
It bugged me after you pointed it out too. So,
So funny.
it's fine. My TikTok's cut off on me all the time without my control, and that shit just sucks. So it's it's whatever.
Oh, man. All right. Oh, by the way, Tarek says, great list, Colonel, by the way. Christopher says, question for each of you guys. Would you take The Substance, and would your younger self suck you dry?
God, I think that everybody's younger self would suck them dry. That's the point, man. That other guy, he was probably digging it too for a while. And then
Oh my God.
when he asked that question at that time, has he started borrowing your time yet? I was like, I knew where we were going. I was horrified.
Yep. Yeah, that was that when you meet the nursing student or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that in his other self. That was cool. That was cool.
Very well written and well thought out fucking movie. And I'll say this about more. I don't think this fucking movie is just, I don't know if anyone else could have done it. I can't think of another 50-year-old that would have killed it like that. She's, obviously a little older than 50, but
Yeah. Even still, that was good.
yeah.
I would not take the substance at all.
Yeah, no,
I would decline.
Well, see, here's the thing. We already saw the movie, so that is like, okay, F that, It's the first time I woke up with a fucking stinky finger like that. That's you know what I mean? I am terminating the project right then. And getting a fucking leather glove like Luke Skywalker.
No, there's no way I would do it. Once I start falling apart, I'm good. I'm good to go. Just take me out when you're ready. So,
let's say you had to, and then would you terminate it if you woke up with a stinky finger or a fucking bad toe or something?
Right.
What the hell, man?
Well, that's what happens to her. She's got.
I've watched the movie. I know. I don't know. I don't know.
I would fucking have a battle axe right next to the fucking hooked up body in there. And the minute I woke up and they were out, they would be getting their head chopped off.
I think what I would do is just, well, no, because I was trying to figure out a way to like chain the younger self to the wall or something in the bathroom before you switched. Just leave enough food and stuff nearby where she couldn't go anywhere. But then she'd probably just...
though, man. That stabilizer thing was a bitch. And
yeah.
That's what...
We probably shouldn't be talking about this because some people haven't seen it.
We're spoiling the shit out of it, but it's...
That's true.
Just remember, they tell you, like, you are one. You are both the same. You are one.
And they presented at the Golden Globes too. Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley. They presented and they did a little riff on that where Demi looks at, like, Margaret comes out a little bit behind her.
Yeah.
And then Demi's like, what are you doing here? It's my week. She's like, but Margaret's like, but it's the Golden Globes. She's like, yeah, but it's my week.
Was she nominated too?
Qualley?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she didn't win. Demi was the only one that won. Coralie Fargy was nominated for script and direction, but didn't win. Qualley was nominated, and Demi was nominated, and film was nominated.
It's her pedigree too that helped get that pushed over. They probably just like, you know what, Demi Moore, she didn't let her do it. She's give her to give another shot. And
dude, there's actually a good story about this. She was considering quitting the business entirely, just like. She hadn't had a good role come across her desk in years. What's the last thing you've seen her in?
God, I
exactly.
Yeah. I think
exactly.
Beavis and Butthead Do America, or
yeah, right.
The one with Michael Douglas with the sexual harassment.
Disclosure,
yeah.
Yeah, 90s.
And that's the fucking 90s,
90s. So she hadn't had anything come across her desk in a while. And she thought she was washed out. She had conversations like with Dennis Quaid with producers. So she was ready to hang it up and just like officially announce her retirement. And here comes the substance across her desk. And it was so bold, original, out of the box that she had to get involved. So. Welcome back to me. We missed you.
Man. God, I hope she does a con at some point.
That'd be cool.
Just so I could just say, you know what? That was fucking killer. Just killer. I made you number one on my 2024 list. You know what? And remember the Soskas? They were like, they'd already seen it in New Mexico. Mm-hmm. And they were like, oh, you got to see The Substance. Yeah, fuck, that's a fucking movie.
Oh, yeah.
It took me a long time to get to it.
Now, Rick explains his ranking here a little bit more. He saw Oddity and thought that couldn't be topped. Then he saw Strange Darling and was certain that was it. Then finally caught The Substance. What a great year for horror. That's what we were talking about earlier, man.
Nice.
Yeah. Like just the fact that like a top 10 doesn't seem fair. So. Oh, man. Now what? 2025 coming.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's one of the thing.
You got your list ready for later? Oh, we only got like 12 minutes.
Just showing it.
Oh, there he is.
We love you, Colonel.
Colonel says, I've woken up with a stinky finger a time or two.
I believe it. I hope it wasn't when we were sharing a bed that one time.
I said rim shot, Colonel, and I realized, oh, wait a minute. So, words.
Rim what?
Yeah.
Yep. Rachel says, I saw her acceptance speech. Very good. Yeah, that was cool. Talking about she'd been in the business for 45 years and never won an award in her entire career until Golden Globes.
How the fuck does she not win anything through St. Elmo's Fire and fucking...
None of the awards took those movies that seriously back then. They only got popular 10, 15 years later. And with youth. Not with old-ass members of the Academy. Or, the foreign press, for the Globes. So.
It's a Herculean job, but I believe she's right there. She's the perfect, she's been in the business. I mean, it's almost a duality of who she is, and it's crazy. So, I mean, I have a hard time picturing anyone else in her role.
Oh, well, and I like the play between her and Margaret too. I thought Margaret was perfectly cast as her other self. But yeah, it's a phenomenal movie, guys. So, I mean, it made 2 of our number 1 spots.
Yeah.
And overall number 1. So
it'll stay with you, man. It's worth it.
I'm probably going to watch it again sometime this week.
Yeah.
So.
My brother was watching it and I was sticking my head in there and I was like, damn. Fucking great movie.
A lot of nudity.
I was not going to complain about it.
Oh, I'm not complaining.
But I'll just say, if that was legit and there wasn't any touch up or anything, or that she's legit still, she's looking good, and obviously, the 30-year younger, what needs to be said? Everything was fine.
Good God. Well, it looks like everything's in the right place here.
Well, everything seems to be looking normal here. Just don't be, can't be doing this. None of that.
What?
What did he say?
All right. What do we got? Anything to wrap up with here before we send it out?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, I don't know. I didn't really look at the whole list of oncoming 2025s yet.
Well, not yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, next week, guys, we're going to be chatting about 2025, what's coming out in the year ahead, and figuring out, kind of like we did last year, what's our most anticipated movies.
It's always a fun show because we go back and look and stuff, and you can see how fucking wrong we are sometimes on predictions that we think are going to be good, and then something comes along like The Substance you never even heard of, and it's just amazing.
Well, I remember my 2 most anticipated movies that we talked about last year for this year, or for 2024, were Maxine and Nosferatu.
Exactly.
And it was 50-50 on the results. I don't think we had The Substance or Strange Darling anywhere on our radar at that point.
I think I'd seen the title at that point. It's like, oh, you can see this is a great movie, but it wasn't something I was, oh yeah, and same thing with Substance, I was
Right.
like, didn't even know she made the movie.
We knew about Alien Romulus. We knew about Abigail. We knew about Night Swim. We knew about The Crow. But yeah, we didn't know about Heretic, Longlegs, Oddity. None of those. So
Late Night with the Devil, it was already kind of out there on the circuit. Like
had we heard about that one?
It was like the European, had some kind of European release in late 2023.
I knew it was a festival show.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, that's what we're doing next week. So tune in, think about what you're looking forward to next year, and let's talk about it.
Woo!
And this is always good to highlight whenever it gets said.
Yeah.
Joshua says the Crow remake.
Yes, the Crow remake, Abomination, No Spirit of the Book. Again,
Fuck you!
yeah, that's all I can say to it.
You're wearing that button out now.
Yeah,
A little bit.
And Tarek, you might be right. 2024, good year for horror. Get ready for the downswing. You might be right, man.
Maybe. Hope not, but maybe.
Well, listen, I know we've got some big players, big titles, big franchises coming back in the mix, like Final Destination, Saw.
I know
Scream.
what you did last summer.
I know what you did last summer. So who knows? I'm not excited about any of those.
Yeah, I can't necessarily say I'm excited. We may have to come up with like a DEFCON 5 list or something, like most excited for and like interested and could care less. We'll have to come up with some kind of ranking for that. So. And James even says a great year for horror. Can't wait to see what's in store. Nice. Rick says, I've got tickets for an early Wolfman screening on Tuesday. Nice.
He's on top of it.
I'm going to go check out The Damned sometime this week. It's in the theaters right now. Yeah. Hey, Seth. What's up, Seth?
Seth
says, looking forward to Wolfman. Of course you're looking forward to the Wolfman.
He's asking us, are we? Yeah, I'm not sure what to think about that trailer. It looks different, a different approach, and I appreciate that. So, cool.
Well, if it's anything like the Invisible Man trailer, they left everything out of the Invisible Man trailer except for like one thing. They didn't really give you too much, which is good. But I hope there's a lot missing out of that Wolfman trailer, because that Wolfman trailer does not excite me at all.
Don't know what to think about it.
I don't know.
Is this supposed to be the official modern Wolfman re-entry in this world?
New Universal Universe or whatever?
Yeah.
Monster Universe? I don't know.
The fuck is going on around here with this stuff?
No, I haven't seen it yet, Rick. I was going to try to go yesterday, but man, it's like winter finally hit here. So it's like 10 degrees, and I normally like to walk to my theater, and I don't want to get out in this weather right now. So
it's cold in the O.
Colonel says, the more I see the design of the werewolf and Wolfman, the more my hopes lower, but I have faith in the director. Same here. Did I mention he's following me and on Letterboxd? Oh, I didn't? Oh, well, he is. He's also following us on Blue Sky, too. So,
a friend of the press.
That's right.
When you book him,
we'll see. Rick says that new Oz Perkins flick based on Stephen King, produced by James Wan, Monkey. Yes. That one, I don't know about yet. We'll talk about, what are we doing? We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah. See, I'm just saying, fun.
Quit trying to squeeze a preview out for next week like that.
I
Hey,
think it's
send them
great.
out.
It's a great teaser, man. Well done. Well done. A generic, organic teaser.
All right, yeah. It was a good show as always, talking about our top 20. I knew this would be a fun one. I mean, they always are the top 20s. Well, I don't know if we did that last year, that many, but still, just
No.
This year warranted it, I think. I mean, I didn't think so at first when I made the list. I'm like, okay, there's a lot of good movies this year. It was good. But yes, everybody have a great night. And for the Colonel, don't get sick. Wash your dick. Don't smell like a Scuba Steve. Use Summer's Eve. It's difficult for me to say. Good Lord.
Good Lord. I'm going to throw my full list from Letterboxd in the comments again. If you guys are on Letterboxd out there, make sure to follow me. I think Ziggy, you guys are both on there too, right?
I'm on there too. I just can't. I log in on my phone and I don't know what my password is offhand. So
I'm on there. I need to use it more.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm on there though. Yes. Look for Zigzag. It's at
look for Zigzag and look for Phase out there. Ziggy, send them out.
Yeah, man. 2024. I said it before. Can bite a dick, really. I mean, DCS stuff was pretty cool. It was okay. It helped me kind of deal with some difficult things the whole year. But man, we are looking forward to 2025 to lift us up and be better. And I can't wait. And we're going to be right here. And like I said, it's going to be fun next week when we kick it off with that 2025 preview. And you saw it. It just catches fire, man. Once we get going, that's it. It's 2 hours are going to go by in minutes. It's going to suck. It's going to be over fast. But you'll love it. Until then, we'll see you next week. DCS out.
That's right. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. As always, one more time, let us thank our members, our final girls and guys, Christy, C. Faze, Lorena, BD, Alex, and Robert, our Crazy Ralph's, Bell's Fancy Creations, Dr. Smiley, Raymond, and the whole damn Enchilada Pod. And, of course, our camp counselors with 2 new additions. Not just 1, 2 new additions. Adam, Corey, Christy, Luke, Lou Loomis, Jimmy and Rachel, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Chuck Schick, Dave, Carl Spackler, Patricia, Kristen, and JJ. And if you want to become a member, hit up the deathsociety.com. And of course, thanks for us. That is gonna wrap it up for us tonight. Thanks as always for watching, and we will see you next week. And don't forget to celebrate the Lions. What champions? What? NFA? What?
NFC North champions.
North.
All right. Whatever. Have a good night. Woo! Woo!
Just in the middle of a dream. I was kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late, 'cause then I guess I just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. Why I don't have to run day. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. It's just another manic Monday.
Ah!